Apple's Siri reportedly gets a new gender-neutral sounding voice. What? I don't even know what that means. The new Siri voice is being tested as part of the beta version of iOS 15, released on Tuesday, was recorded by a member of the LGBTQ plus community, Apple told Axios. The new voice is... It's on my phone now.
It
is? It's referred to, Kane, as Voice 5. And it's iOS beta. Okay, maybe. Sounds less explicitly male or female than the previous English-speaking options. Is there going to be an Arabic one? I'm curious.
Yeah, sure.
They want to add more diverse options because people want to feel represented when they ask their phone stupid things and the phone speaks back. I am so tired of this. I want to feel represented. Now, the company stopped using the female voice as the default for Siri. And they ask people to choose between several options because people are so sensitive. This is why, you know what? We're priming ourselves for an alien takeover.
No doubt.
And we deserve it. Let's be real. Like, we deserve it. So, I was thinking about this. I don't know what that sounds like. We had a really good listener who was like, to fact check the article, a synthetic voice is technically not a voice at all. It's merely a replicated sound. And if it's imitating humans, it has to be male or female. If it's not imitating a human voice, it's moot. Are we going to rename Siri Pat? We were asking Steve on break, have you seen It's Pat, the skit that SNL used to do, which you could not do today?
I used to love that.
And the whole point was to guess which sex Pat was. What gender are you? Because it was androgynous weird Pat and androgynous weird Pat. Remember when they had their Pat announced Pat's engagement? Right. And Pat was getting engaged to Chris. And Pat and they were trying to figure out who's the bride, like which one is. It was funny, but it was a foretelling of, like, you can't even ask questions and satiate curiosity anymore because curiosity is offensive. So I was thinking, excuse me, what does a gender neutral voice even sound like?
I think, Dan, you have to eliminate the lower register of your voice and the higher register of your voice so as to not indicate gender.
I don't know how to do that, Kane. It's very difficult.
Getting close. That's good.
Is this removing the higher and lower registers of my voice?
It also helps to speak on a whole host of gender-neutral topics. Like,
you sound more like a man just then.
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional.
I'm triggered.
Gender-neutral topics like, fishing and pedicures.
Is fishing gender-neutral?
Or unicorns and power tools.
Sandwiches. Everyone likes sandwiches.
Saturday morning cartoons and MMA fighting.
That's too gender specific.
You think?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Steve, do I sound like a man or a woman?
You sound like you're on your deathbed.
That'll be the new Siri, everybody.
So you could go, like, Kane, you're here. I'm your Siri. So name me. I'm
Okay.
Pat.
Hey, Siri.
Yes, Kane.
When is President's Day?
President's Day was yesterday, Kane. It always falls right around Valentine's Day. It was Monday. I forget.
George Washington's
Too
birthday.
busy trying to keep between the registers.
Yeah, I don't want my Siri confused, just trying to keep the gender neutral voice going. That's not good.
You gotta stay right here in this sort of register.
What
there.
happens if you get scared? Or if you're calling for help?
I think that's
Help.
those are emotions I don't want to engage in.
Those are gender specific emotions.
Yeah. You can't have that.
Gender neutral. There's no calling for help. Okay. Maybe we just whisper.
Gender neutral topics.
Very.
Like getting the mail.
Right.
And changing your tire.
Changing tires sounds.
Yeah, stuff, both genders do.
Sounds historically and statistically gender specific. But things like sandwiches and lemonade, people like food items that's very
That's true.
gender neutral.
Right.
In terms of activities, roller coasters tend to be pretty gender neutral.
Fruit cups and hamburgers.
Snack pack pudding cups, pretty gender neutral.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Just make a turn at the roundabout.
I have a question though. Are people so concerned about what gender their voice is on Siri more than the information they get from Siri when they ask the question?
Yes, because who cares about the information you get? What does my Siri sound like? I can't live my life until everything meets my political spectrum.
I couldn't care less. Do they have a robot voice for Siri? Because that's what I would choose.
Robot's pretty gender neutral.
We need robot insurance, by the way, with that AI stuff coming.
Coming to eat your medicine.